Ma'am, I am Maria Nyongko Calalin. I am going to present the demo 7 to 8, to 9. So, let's start with this code of demo 7 to 9. So, student table is a class that represents the main application class and contains GUI, components, and methods to load and display student record. GUI, the initialize method is responsible for initializing the graphical user interface components and setting up their properties such as positions, size, event, listeners, and default values. The load student record is a method that reads student records from CSV files, populates a two-dimensional arrays, and display the record in a table. And the display current record is a method that is called to display the current selected student record in the GUI. It updates the text field with the corresponding values from the student records array and manages the enabling or disabling the previous and next button based on the current record. So, this is the student SQLite. As you can see, there's an ID, name, course, year, gender, score, total, grade, remarks, and cleared. So let's try to run the code. It says connection successful, so let's click the OK message. As you can see, there's the next load the database. The load the database is load the database to student record is a method responsible for loading the student record from a CSV file into the table. It reads each line, tokenizes it, and stores the value in the student record arrays and add the row to the table model. It also keeps track of the highest and lowest grade and their corresponding indices. And the display current record method updates the display and information based on the current record and disable or enable the next previous button accordingly. The next button is the purpose of next button is moves to the next student record to the table, and its function is when we click it increments the current record variable to move to the next record and update the display information accordingly. It also checks it from the current record is the highest or lowest grade and shows corresponding labels. And next is the previous button, which is the purpose is to move the previous student record in the table, and its function is when we click it decrements the current variable to move the previous record and update the displayed information accordingly. And when we click the exit button, the purpose is to close the application. When we click, it closes the file reader and buffer, then exit the application. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.